everyone, welcome to another episode of Inspired Moments with Jumoke. My name is Jumoke Olagunju, and this program is powered by the Inspired Design School of Fashion. This is a mini series under the channel the Inspired Design School of Fashion. For this mini series, we have a Telegram channel where I upload these videos also. It's called Inspired Moments with Jumoke. So if you are interested, the link to the channel on Telegram is below. Try and subscribe. Also, I want to encourage you, if you have not yet subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do so and turn on your notifications, because there's some of the classes I'll be sharing with you this year that I'll just take some lessons from my online school and put it on the YouTube channel, and you use it for the class. For instance, we're starting this year with a simple but sexy black dress. Everybody needs a black dress in their wardrobe, and you can never be overdressed or underdressed in a black dress. That is it. You know, if you want to go for formal, you put a jacket on it. Casual, you wear it like that. It's sexy. And that is not to say you cannot make it in another color. And it has a front zipper, in a silver front zipper. It's good if you make a contrasting color. You can use a gold, but I like this silver. And if you are not making yours black dress, because you don't have to make yours black dress, just use a contrasting zipper. It makes it pop. All right, for this class, we'll be making use of a torso foundation. I know many of us were still beginners, so you may not know how to draft a torso foundation. I took this lesson from my online school, and I'll drop the link below. I've uploaded it earlier this week. How to draft a torso foundation is only on the YouTube channel. I'm not sharing it on the Telegram channel, so you need to watch that if you don't know how to do that, because we'll be using it to make this dress. Without wasting time, let's get to work. Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Inspired Moments with Jumoke. My name is Jumoke Olagunju, and in this episode we'll be making a simple black dress with a front zipper. Last week I showed us how to draft the basic torso foundation, and I said we'll be using it in some of the subsequent classes, and today we're making use of the torso foundation. The torso foundation is different from the basic bodice foundation because it extends below the waistline. For the bodice, basic bodice stops at the waistline. The torso one goes beyond the waistline. So this is the pattern you would use when you want to draft dresses or blouses or shirts. Even you work from this pattern. All right, we're going to be making a few adjustments on this pattern to suit our design. And like I always teach, you don't have to do exactly as I do. Once you get the logic behind it, I always try to teach logic. I'm not teaching people to on how to copy one particular style. You can create your own style once you understand how it is done. So we'll be adjusting the neckline to my desired neckline. All right, and because it's sleeveless, we're going to be adjusting the side seam and the armhole area. But before I go on, if this is your first time joining us, you can go through the archives, as in go through past posts and check all the previous videos we have posted. It's very interesting, and I promise that this year we're going to be doing a lot more, and you're going to be you're going to be learning a lot. So remember to subscribe to the channel if you have not yet done so, and most importantly, turn on the notifications so that you don't miss any of the posts I'll be making. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, the Inspired Design Clothing. That's the name of the page, and we have a group on Facebook that you can share your work with us. You can ask your question, you can share what you're working with. The group is the Inspired Design School of Fashion, and we have a Telegram. We have a Telegram channel specifically for this part of my class, Inspired Moments with Jumoke. All the videos I post here on YouTube under this topic is on that channel, so you can join the group on the Telegram so that you can ask your question directly. Also, we're on Instagram. All the links are going to be below, so let me not spend too much time on that. Now, the first thing we work on, I have here the back and the front foundation, and for the front foundation I have the complete front. Normally when you are drafting, the front, half the back is okay. Sometimes you even use half the sleeve. But for some specific styles, especially if the style is asymmetric, that is what you have on the left is not the same as what you have on the right, you will need the complete pattern. So for the front, we're making use of the complete pattern because I want to place my zipper. I don't want to place it at the center front, but if you want your own zipper to be in the center front, it's still going to be fine. Everything is style. You may use just the half. All right, let's make adjustments to the back. Now for the neckline, I don't want to use the natural neckline, so I will extend it a bit. You can choose how wide you want your neckline to be. For me, I'm just going to take like 1 inch. You know, the natural neckline that I have is like 3 inches, so that means I'm extending it to like 4 inches. So 1 inch. I don't want to drop the depth really, but also I want like should I make it square? Let us maintain the like the oval shape. So okay. Also for the what's it called, shoulder length, I want it to go in a little bit. It's going to be a sleeveless. If you are making yours with sleeve, you're not going to adjust this. But here I can afford for the seam or at the shoulder area to go above my shoulder, you know, because I don't want this to be too wide. So I'm going to go in by 1 inch. Also, before you start drafting this, you can just shift these shoulder darts. You can remove it by shifting. I'm not sure I taught you how to do that in when we're drafting the torso pattern, but it can be moved, or you can do without it when drafting it, as in don't include the shoulder dart except you want to take it in. I'll be removing it actually, so I'm just going to measure what I have, which is ½ inch. So I'm going to remove it from here. So that's a ½ inch. That means that's just a quick way of eradicating it. There are ways of shifting it. I taught that in my class, but there won't be enough time to be explaining this. So I'm drawing over it and taking it out from here. Then, because it is sleeveless, I don't want my armhole to be gaping, so I'm going to go up by ½ inch, and then there's this side seam. I'm going to go in by ½ inch also. So measure ½ inch from the side seam, then from the armhole measure ½ inch up. So here I'm going to now I'll connect to this place. Let me use my curved ruler because that place is not straight. Basically what I'm doing is sorry, this thing is shifting. Okay, you can see I'm taking this out. This is the ½ inch I'm taking out. I hope it's clear. And then I'm extending the armhole. I'm taking it up by ½ inch. Then I'm going to redraw my armhole from my new shoulder width here. Okay, so here is my new armhole. Okay, now that's it for the back. We're going to cut it out. Also, you can make your own pattern 1 or 2 darts depending on what you put. So I'll be taking in the 2 darts. There's a way when you use 2 darts, there's a way the dress looks. It has a kind of style also to the dress. So I'll be using my 2 darts. Now let's come to the front. We're going to cut this out. Now for the front part of my pattern, you can see I have the whole the complete pattern. Remember, the shoulder width must be the same as what I have in the back, so I'm going to go out by 1 inch. as in increase the width. Remember, that's what I did for the front and for the back. So I'll do 1 inch on both sides. I can decide on what I want the depth to be. The current depth here is like 2 3/4. I want to come down by like, I want it to be like 4 inches. So I'm going to draw. You have to be careful here, because to make sure that you have the left and the right are equal. So I may have to fold it and make sure that I have equal. Okay, here I want this part here to be a little bit straight. So I'm going to measure 1 inch on each side and draw a straight line. Is that equal? All this marker has a way of just changing things for me. Okay. Alright, so that this part of the front is a little bit straight before I draw my curve. Anyway, you can make your neckline to be whatever shape you want it to be. Okay. I'm sure that may not be equal. Before I cut it out, I'm going to fold this at the center to make sure I have the same result. Remember, at the shoulder tip here for the back, we went in by 1 inch. I'm going to do the same for the front. Okay, then we'll adjust the side seam by going in 1/2 inch. Then the armhole, I'll take it up by 1/2 inch also. And I connect. Okay. Then redraw my armhole. Be careful in the way I place my ruler. So this is my new armhole. I'm going to do the same thing for this side. So now I want to place where my zipper will be. That's the reason for having this complete pattern. Otherwise, I could have used just half of this to draft it. So when I want to cut out my pattern now, I'll make sure I fold it into two before I cut the neckline and this armhole. Then afterwards, I'm going to cut out whatever I want to do here. I want the zipper to be on the princess line, which is here. So first of all, I'll find the midpoint of my original, what's it called here? Original shoulder length. For once, I decide which side you want the zipper to be in, but usually I think the left is better. So this is the left for me, but actually you can use whatever side you want. So this is the midpoint. From the midpoint, I'm going to connect here to this dart and then take it all the way down. That's the princess line. That's where my princess line is. Okay, so here is when I'm cutting it, I'll cut out the dart, and in this part, this is where I will place my zipper allowance, and this is where my zipper will be. So let's cut out our pattern. Okay, first we'll be cutting out the back. I already marked my center front, so like I said, I'm going to be folding it in two so that I'm sure that what I have is equal. it well. Okay. I'm cutting out my neckline. So I can be sure that what I have here, is equal and the armhole is the same. Now I can cut out. Before I cut it out, of course, this is the right side. This is the what I'll be placing on the right side of the fabric, and this is the right and the left parts. And I'm going to cut it out. You can see that I'm cutting out the darts. So this is it. This is what we'll be using to cut out our fabric, and this pattern is without what's it called? It's seam allowance. So when you are cutting, you had your seam. Then here we're going to add our zipper allowance. Usually I use 3/4 of an inch for zipper allowance, and I believe that is okay. So I'll be adding 3/4 of an inch as I'm cutting it out. Then you extend it to whatever length your dress is going to be. I'll be using this zipper for my dress, and this is like a size 30 zipper. So depending on how tall you are, if you are taller, okay, this dress, the length is going to be like 37 inches, and I'm not going to start from here. I'm not going to start from the top. When I'm fixing it, I'm going to come down by like maybe 5 or 6 inches. So that is like 36 inches, or I can even take it higher. This is 30 inches. It depends on how long the zipper is. If I want to take it all the way to the top here, that means my zipper will be at 30 inches, and I will have like 8 inches slits or 7 inches slits, since the dress is like 37 inches. But that 7 inches might be too much for me, so I'm just going to take the zipper a little bit down, maybe 3 inches, so that it will stop at like the zipper will stop like 33 inches, and I have like 5 inches of slits, whatever works. If you want a shorter slit, you draw the zipper, or you get a longer zipper. I couldn't get a zipper longer than this, at least in this style, so that's why I'm making use of this 30. The ideal one would have been to get something like 36 inches if you can get it, and you can decide to make your zipper come up like this or down. I've cut out all my pieces, and when you are cutting it out, you can go ahead and mark out where your dart is. I'm not sure if you can see this, but I've already marked it out with my chalk so that it's easy to transfer it without having to measure and measure again. So I have my dart. This is the back. The back will be cut on fold, okay, and this is the front. Initially, I wanted to place my zipper at the left side, but when I was placing my pattern, I placed the pattern on the I placed it on the wrong side of the fabric instead of on the right side. So now my zipper is going to be on the right. Like I said, anywhere works. So what you're going to do now, the first thing is to take in your dart. I'm going to be, for the front, I'll take in the bust dart. I'll take in 2 darts here on this side, 1 dart on this small side, because the second dart will be taken in when I fix my zipper. I've already cut it out. So after that, after taking in my dart, I'm going to stitch this together. Remember, I have added my 3/4 inch for zipper allowance. I'm going to place it right side on right side. I don't want a very long slits That's my own preference. So I'm going to stitch here like 6 inches. So I'm going to measure 6 inches and stitch my zipper allowance up to like 6 inches, which is somewhere around here. I believe that you should know how to attach zipper. I won't be showing that in this class. Okay, so after stitching like this, I'm going to place my zipper. My zipper is going to be facing up here. I want the zipper pull to be here. It will just be somewhere above my breast point. Then I'll fix the zipper. It's going to start where that stitch ends. So I'm just going to take it off a little bit and stitch. So my slit is going to be like like 2 inches or so. One more thing before you attach your zipper, the kind of fabric I'm using is actually very stretchy, and it's advisable that you put an interfacing on this zipper point. This point I will have the zipper, so I'm just going to be using a soft, a very light interfacing. We call it the BFF. It's very soft. I'll just cut like 1 inch and attach it so that my zipper can be firm and it's not pucker. Okay, that is a sound advice for when you are for any design. Even if the fabric is not so soft, as long as it's not a very hard fabric, you should try and reinforce that part. So this remaining part, I'm going to take 1/2 inch for my hemming, and this like 3 inches is going to be my slit. If you want a longer slit, you take it up or make your zipper shorter, whatever works for you. So that's it. It's actually a very simple style, like I told you. So let's fix the zipper, then we'll proceed from there. We'll take in the darts, fix our zipper. Let me just, then you've taken in your darts. This is the back, place it on top, and then join the shoulder seam. Join your side seam on both sides, and we're going to finish the armhole and the neckline with bias. Okay, this dress is not going to have a lining. Like I said, it's already thick enough and it's stretchy, so it's just going to mold around the body like that. Okay, let me do all that and I'll show you the finished product straight to the point, right? All right, so I'm done with the dress. For the neckline and the sleeve, I use bias. Then I tack it. I did not stitch, but you can see, but it's neater this way. And you can see I made my zipper to come up, but you can make yours as in to open towards the down anyhow you want it. So that's basically it. I did not want too long a sleeve, so you can see I'm very conservative like that. The slit is very small. You can actually make yours longer. So I believe that's it for this class. Let's put it on the mannequin and you see what it actually looks like. And if, like I said at the beginning, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, you're going to be missing a lot in this season, because I intend to be doing a lot. The classes are going to be intensive. Some may not be under the Inspire Moment with Jumoke series. Some will be under the Inspire Design School of Fashion as a whole. So subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications so that you don't miss any of the upcoming classes. All right, see you next time. Bye.